with conversational AI, customers think they're interacting with a real person. This is the fourth in a 12-part series all about how to think differently about conversational AI. And today we're going to focus on, I think, a fascinating part of human psychology. Reeves and Nass, in the Media Equation, an article written, maybe a decade or more ago now, they discovered that within a couple of seconds, when customers or people, their participants in their studies interacted with obviously robotic systems, chatbots and sort of IVR systems, within a couple of seconds, those participants in the study attributed human-like characteristics to these computer programs. They had a feeling about where they came from, like what their values were they superior to the participant in the study, or were they inferior? Did they care? They couldn't help, even though they knew that this was simply a computer program, they couldn't help but imbue on that computer program human characteristics. And I think this is something to do with the core of humans and conversation, which is just such an innate capability, something that we develop at such a young age. Harvard professor Steven Pinker calls language an instinct. It's something, he says, that we can no more suppress than the instinct to pull a hand away from a hot fire. And as a result, even when we know, we can see we're interacting with a computer, we still think about that computer in human terms. In another book by Nass, he actually caught participants in studies lying to computers because they didn't want to give away secrets that they felt would make them look bad as a human. So on so many levels, whether we like it or not, conversational AI will be perceived by your customers as having human characteristics. And that's super important because that means you have a choice. You can leave it to chance what characteristics customers get from your chatbots and your IVR and your conversational AI systems, or you can control it. You can ensure that the mental image that customers get of the systems they have conversations with represent your best agent, really represent the essence of your brand and your brand promise. This is a superpower when used correctly, but if ignored, it can fantastically undermine the effectiveness and appeal of virtual agent systems built with conversational AI technology.